fuel winner, driver of the Geico Lucas Oil car. And I'm trying to figure, you carried a beer up here and then hid it under the table. Morgan, everybody saw you carry it up here. You can't just make it disappear.
That easily could have been considered Geico.
Ninth top fuel win from the Just the Facts department. #1 qualifier with a monster run on Friday night. Second win, 4 final rounds this year, and a big move in the points from 7th coming in, now 3rd, only a round and a half behind the leader.
You know, the points don't matter until the end of the year. At this point, for us, we've never been in the situation chasing a championship. We just want to run good. We want to know that we're doing the best that we can do. And I didn't drive great, I would say, in the early rounds, but the team did a great job today. They put a great car underneath me all day, and they carried me. I mean, that's just the whole deal. Is we are a team, and I'm really, really genuinely proud to be part of it.
You said they put a great car underneath you. They built a great car for you. Take us a little bit through the mindset, the decision making. Why did you decide this is something we need to take in-house?
You know, Brad Hadman is who we've been buying cars from for since the beginning, and he's always built a great car. But the thing for us is we wanted to build something more consistent, something that that we can have both cars, I think, a little more alike. Something that if we, I don't know, as far as in a sense of, I guess just trying to nitpick him a little bit more. And Brad, like I said, he builds a great car, but for us, we wanted something a little bit better. We wanted something that we knew we could build a preload into the car. We could make it a little bit more forgiving and lighter, just little things. And Aaron, he's a fabricator at heart. He might be a crew chief right now, but I tell you, the guy, he's an artist when it comes to working with metal. And got a couple other guys in the shop that are the same way. And they just took this deal. I told them this is what I wanted to see happen, and they just kind of ran with it. Next thing you know, we got a great car that we have a lot of confidence in, that it seems like every run it just kind of, it just takes what we put at it. And for whatever reason, we're just really fortunate that God's really taking care of us right now.
It's been said over and over in drag racing that you have to have a lucky round if you're going to win one of these things. Let's talk round 2. You were vulnerable. The car broke. What happened down there?
You know what? I know Joe and the guys. They put a fresh pump on Brandon's car, and probably easy to say. There's a lot of people probably think that we arranged some kind of dive or something, but they smoked the tires first round, and it was a bummer to see what happened because like I said last night, I want to see that car run well. But for us, we went out there, I don't know if it backsided a piston or what happened, but it broke a piston at some point around 300 feet. And I could feel it. I knew something was wrong, and I just had to keep my foot in it and hope that everything kind of panned out. And when it let go, it wasn't pretty, and it was just a lucky round. I got back, and one of the guys on the team, he's kind of the guy that lines the car up when he comes back in, and he said, that was a lucky round. We'll be fine from here on out. And it's kind of stuff like that. That's the way the guys are thinking right now, and their confidence is getting better every run. And in the final, going into the final, we warm up the car, and something was off about the oil pressure. And I know it's not the oil because Lucas makes great oil, but I'm partial. Anyhow, one of the guys looks in his tray, the bottom end guy, and he just looks and he realizes he forgot to put the number 5 upper bearing in the back. So he, as soon as we get done warming up, he pulls it down, he puts the bearing back in, and I mean, nothing was hurt, nothing was wrong. It was just one of those things that, thank God, he caught it. And you know, it was just our weekend this weekend, I guess. You know, I don't know what else to say about it other than the fact that my guys have worked really hard, and I'm proud to see them get out of this car right now, what they put into it.
You say that you're not counting points and not thinking of the championship, but somebody a whole lot smarter than me once said if you birdie the first hole, that's going to count on 18. Now that we're in the countdown, this could be huge come Pomona, especially when you think about what the margins have been the last few years that the winner has gotten over second place. This 20 points or 10 points can make a difference at the end.
You know, if you start counting your chickens before they hatch, you start having problems. and for us, like I've said multiple times, we've never chased a championship in our shop. We don't know. We know at this point we feel comfortable saying we know how to win races. We know how to put ourselves in that position. But we don't want to put any kind of unneeded pressure on anything. Alan Johnson's got 2 great cars that Sean just lost. Probably, I would say, just an unfortunate round today, and he could have easily went on to win this thing. And that's just how the competition is. So for us to count points and worry about that, I think when Vegas rolls around, if we're in the running for it, then we'll start considering it and thinking about it. But at this point, we're just trying to have fun. We're just trying to enjoy what we got.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Morgan, what does it mean to you to win in a complete sweep fashion from #1 qualifier to the winner's circle?
I don't know if I would say it was a complete sweep after what happened second round, but I appreciate you saying that. I mean, that was low ET of, I think we were low ET of 3 of the 4 sessions today in the rounds. And 2 were the 4 in qualifying. And, you know, it's not something we're used to by any stretch, but Aaron, he's an aggressive guy. And just talking to him back at the pit, I don't want to mess him up or do anything stupid, which I could easily do. Just ask him how it's going, what's he think we're going to do in the final, what's going to happen. And he just, go up there and try to run 78. I don't want to do anything to, you know, screw it up or make it bad. And the car quit probably, because the belt coming off of it, I would say about 50 to 100 feet before the finish line, and still ran 78.8. Maybe it would have ran a 78.1 or 2. I mean, it would have been much quicker than what it was. But when he's confident, everybody in the team's confident. And it just shows, and everybody just gets behind it. They'll do whatever they got to do, and he's our in-house General Patton, you know what I mean? He just kind of goes to town and starts talking big talk like he wants to do some damage, and it's fun to be around it.
So how does it feel?
I don't know, I want to say how it feels because then it'll make me sound cocky.
No.
No, it feels good. It does, because we've been on the other side of it this year. So to win here, this racetrack has always kicked my ass, and there's no in between. We either lose first round or we run good, and usually the only time we run good is in testing because we ran bad during the weekend. So this is a nice alternative for us, and maybe it's just a sign of good things to come. But at this point, it's just one day at a time, one round at a time, and just take it while we can.
After you won Seattle, you called that your biggest win. How does this compare?
I don't know if this is the biggest win, but I think for the team itself, this is probably the biggest win. I'm not going to say it was for me, but when I look at what the guys did, you have to understand, I watched how much work they put in. And after they built that car, how good they were at building that car. The only thing we had to move was the steering wheel, and all we had to do was slide it forward about an inch. It wasn't like it was a deal, and I was kind of being a prima donna anyhow. I could have raced it how it was. But they worked so hard. The other team, Brandon's team, those guys were done. They had a kind of normal routine deal going on. They were gone from the shop at 3 or 4 in the afternoon a couple times. And my guys were there till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. The week prior to coming here, last Friday, a week ago Friday, they were there till 10:30 at night. I get a text message saying that they just finished putting the car together. They're ready to go testing. And that's just the kind of deal that they've been doing. So it's just, I don't know. For me, it's a big win, but not as big as it is probably for them.
Go take your guys to dinner.
I am definitely going to buy them some beers. Thank you, guys.